Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome students for atoms and molecules. Here we are going to learn about the laws of chemical combinations. Now let's see what does the second law states. So here we can see that the law of constant proportions. Okay. It states in a chemical substance the elements are always present in definite proportion by its mass. Whenever a compound is formed, it is made up of two or more different elements. Okay, such compounds will have what? The mass, proportion of the mass is definite. Okay, so now let's take an example here. So if you are going to take an example of the most commonly used water. Okay. Now how this water is formed? Hydrogen plus oxygen. Okay. Hydrogen is one element. This is hydrogen plus oxygen. So these are the two different elements. Hydrogen is one element. Oxygen is other element. Okay. Now these two combine to give you water. So that is H2O. This is what? It is water. Now here let us see what is the mass of hydrogen. So we know hydrogen is, here hydrogen, the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Okay. Similarly, what is the mass of oxygen? The mass of oxygen is 16. Now, how many hydrogens are present in water molecule? 2 hydrogen. Now, what is the mass of one hydrogen? It is 1. So, therefore, what it gives? 2. Okay, now let us take the mass of oxygen. Now, how many atoms of oxygen are present? 1 into what is the mass of oxygen? Mass of oxygen is 16. So, that will give you 16. Right? If you take this ratio of hydrogen to oxygen, that is hydrogen to oxygen. Okay. So, what you get? You get 2 by 16. This is the ratio. Now simplify this ratio. 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16. So now the ratio for water as 1:8. For every 2 atoms of hydrogen, there is 1 atom of oxygen. This ratio is fixed. So now you take water from any source. It could be the river, it could be the tap from India or outside India. So if you take water from any source, always there are 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So this ratio is fixed. This is one point. Secondly, what it is? So if you take water from any source, always it will have only these 2 elements. It will be made up of only hydrogen and oxygen. So the ratio is fixed, as well as the elements which form this water molecule are same. This is what we call as law of constant or definite proportion. These are the 2 laws. First is law of conservation of mass and second is law of constant proportion. So thank you very much. Hope you have understood.